Hey guys, I'm back in Texas for 1 month before I finally move, and I have a really limited amount of makeup with me. I only brought like 1 makeup bag's worth, but today I wanted to try the latte makeup look. All of the looks that I've seen so far are very warm toned and focus on caramel brown, like coffee sort of shades, hence the name latte look. So I kind of had to scavenge through both of my sister's makeup collections because I don't have enough things that I brought with me. I brought 1 makeup bag worth and it was like barely anything. It was the bare minimum. So I don't have a lot of my extra things that I would normally have at my disposal. I'm really excited for this look. It has been like 2 or 3 weeks since I filmed because I was on my little vacation. So I'm back and it feels so good. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to start with the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I'm just going to apply 1 pump of this to my face. I love this primer because it's like slightly blurring and it's also really moisturizing and it gives such a nice slip for your makeup. Now I'm going to shake up my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and this is the new bottle, so satisfying to use. I'm just going to pour a little bit into the back of my hand, like that much. And with this foundation, I like to work in sections because it dries pretty fast. And to avoid patchiness, I've learned over the years that working section by section is best with this foundation. Really quick, I'm going to try something new. I'm going in with the Fenty matchstix in the shade Truffle. This I got from my sister's makeup drawer, but I'm going to warm this up on the back of my hand first, and I'm just going to apply from here. This shade, actually, now that I'm looking at it, really reminds me of Bobbi Brown Chestnut, which is like one of my favorite contouring shades I used to use back in the day. And I'm just going to apply this in the general area and then stamp over it with my beauty blender. That is beautiful. Oh my god, that is like the most gorgeous bronze. I'm very pleasantly surprised by this. That was so easy to blend, but I'm gonna kind of apply a lot because this look is supposed to be really bronze. I'm gonna take a little bit around my nose here, just to sort of pinch in. Recently I've learned that the less I do to my forehead, the better. So I'm just going to leave that light layer of foundation there, and I'm going to keep the bronzer on the sides of the cheeks and the nose, and I'm going to move on to concealer. So I'm going to go in with the Bobbi Brown Corrector. This is Peach, and I'm just going to apply a little teeny bit. And now applying the Cover FX G Medium 1 Power Play Concealer. Okay, now I'm just going to set my brows while this concealer dries down a bit. And I think I can even get started on the eyes. I've seen usually pretty bushy brows with this trend, so I'm going to keep mine brushed up instead of like combing them into a certain direction. To start my eyes, I'm going to use the NARS Mini Laguna Bronzer, and I'm going to take a really fluffy brush. This is the MOTD Seamless Sheer Blend, and I'm just going to run this through the crease. And this is not going to be the main color, although this could work really well as a single shade for the latte look on somebody who's a lot fairer, but because this is kind of close to my skin tone, I want to deepen it up just a little bit. It's just gonna give a nice like base layer of warmth. I didn't actually bring any single shadows with me, so luckily I found this Glossier Teak palette in one of my sister's makeup drawers. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to take that same fluffy brush and I'm going to use this matte shade right here. It should warm things up a bit. Okay, I'm actually going to blend the concealer really quick and going to set it with the Mercier powder. I'm going to keep it really concentrated under here. Because I don't want to get like a harsh line right outside the eyeshadow. Again, I want everything to be really seamless and blended. I'm actually not going to bake because I want this to be very like light, and I feel like when you bake the look automatically becomes like a little bit intense. I'm just going to powder certain parts of the face that I feel like are excessively shiny, like around the mouth, and I'm using the e.l.f. small tapered brush to do that. Just the super lightest layer ever in the center of the forehead. Now I'm taking the MAC 168 and going back into the Laguna bronzer, and I'm just going to go over the contour that we applied earlier, or the bronzing shade. It's not really a contour because it's very bronze and warm, but I just want to build up this color a bit. And I'm connecting it to the outside of the shadow. And I'm kind of going a lot heavier than I normally do with bronzer. I'm not even going to use blush. I'm going to use this as the blush in a way. And I'm really taking it out into this temple area. Contouring this part right here also kind of gives your face like a snatched appearance. And I'm actually just going to apply the teeniest bit right by the hairline here to kind of like harmonize the face. I swear, applying makeup sometimes will really remind you how much you need to dermaplane. Okay, going back into the Glossier palette, I'm going to take this shade and then I'm going to mix it with this shade, and I'm going to do the same thing with the MOTD Build and Blend brush. So it's just a little bit more densely packed. And I don't really want to leave the lids bare, so I'm actually going to take the same matte shade on a MAC 233 and just pat this all over the lid. Everything is supposed to be pretty monochromatic with this look. Okay, and lastly, I'm just going to take the fluffier blending brush again, and I'm going to go back into the bronzer, the NARS bronzer, take a little bit, and then I'm just going to go over everything one last time, including the lid. I just want this all to be really seamless and washed out. Really quickly just deciding to powder right here because I do get pretty oily in this area. And I'm taking the denser crease brush and going almost even in the inner corner with this because I really want the eye to look deep set, even though I do have deep set eyes, but I usually never put shadow over here because I want to kind of give the illusion that my eyes are coming forward a little bit. But I think with this look, it is actually really cool to just have the bronze color just be everywhere. And again, I am extending the outside, extending the outer corner to kind of meet up with the bronzer, just to create a really seamless look. Okay, I think I'm finally done messing with the eyes, so I'm going to go in with the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. And I even drag the brush out to the side to really shape the lashes into drying in the direction that I want them to be. Going in for another coat, and I'm going to just focus this on the outermost lashes here. I'm even dragging the outer lashes towards the outside of the eye. Okay, I'm actually also going to powder right in the center of my forehead because I'm noticing that that was looking a bit shiny. And lastly, we can do lips. So I don't have any lip liner here with me, and I couldn't find one, but I could actually kind of use this as like a lipstick. Right now I have the LYS lip treatment oil on, so this should theoretically apply nicely. I'm just gonna take a teeny tiny bit first. That's actually so cute. I'm literally loving it. Guys, that is so unexpectedly cute. Why is this like my new favorite product? And I want to keep the lips looking like this, where it's like very blurred and there's not really like an exact lip line. I feel like that look is really flattering and effortless. So I hate that it got like a little outside of my Cupid's bow, but honestly that's a trend these days, so I'm just gonna leave it. But that is it for this makeup look. So I hope you guys liked my take on latte look. We had to get a little creative. We didn't have everything we needed, but I think I did a pretty good job given what I had. I'm gonna go eat some lunch because I'm starving, and I know that we have broccoli cheddar soup downstairs. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will talk to you in my next video.